I got the gas cans for the generator and some snow equipment if we need it. I'm gonna go fill it up. I do have some fuel conditioner that we got to put in that tank, and then we got to fill that tank up with diesel and then go from there. Well, since the other gas station was out of diesel, that's how we ended up here. Little fuel conditioner. What'd that cost us? $100. Receipt? No. Everything's electronic nowadays. $3.74. Let's go. It is windy. We'll go this way though. I'm not allowed to film her anymore because some creepy moron said some shit. So they ruined the chances of my wife being on YouTube like forever. She's done. She's over it. So thanks a lot, moron. Ugh. Where's the doggo? Look at him go. It's so weird. He doesn't like the snow unless you go with him. Like if you opened up the door to let him out into his pen to go to the bathroom, he won't go alone. He's terrified of the wind. Look at these trees. Ugh. Well, I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, the way that the wind's blowing in. And this is just the beginning of the storm. I feel like I'm yelling, sorry guys. Usually the tops of the trees fall. They break off. Hopefully, oh, I heard one over there. Do you guys hear it? I've always wanted to catch something falling, you know, if a tree in the woods or forest, you know the phrase. Does it make a sound? Yes. But how would I know? Oh, he's so excited. He wants to play with the sticks. I'd like to park the truck out of the range of a top breaking off. So hopefully we don't land on the 450. Oh yeah, they're still playing. Well, this is just the beginning. And as you can see on my truck, within a few hours, we're already up to like, I would say 3 to 4 inches, maybe 6 in some spots where the wind's not blowing it off. I can't even turn this way without getting a face full. Alright, well, I don't know if we're going plowing. My old boss asked me to stand by if the town calls him to run a loader to open up the roads, because I don't know, I have a license, and here you have to have a CDL to run a loader on the street, the big loader, because of the weight rating. So you have to have a hydraulics license, but you also have to drive a front end loader on the road. You have to have a CDL. He had someone get pulled over one time. So he asked me if I'd help him out. I don't know if it's gonna happen. We'll find out. That's really blowing. Oh, it is cold. My hand is frozen. I didn't bring gloves outside. I just came out to walk the dog. Look at the trees. It's like these big gusts of wind. Here comes another one. You can hear him coming like a... There it is, look at... Something's breaking, I can hear it. I don't want to go in the woods and get hit by anything, but I can hear stuff snapping in there. Oh! Snow that come in sideways. Yeah, there's an oak tree in the woods there. That's really moving. Whoa! I feel like one of them news reporters. It's really coming in to the left, guys. I'm getting out of here. Got the generator off the deck box. The box I had in the deck, so I gotta plug this cord in over here. Cord's pretty stiff. I've already gone downstairs and shut off the power. Going to, that's not the right plug. Is it this one? 240 volt. Yeah, it's this one. Yep. And you turn it. I've already shut the main breaker off, feeding back to the telephone pole, because you don't want to send juice back through. If a guy's working on the pole, you'll electrocute him. My neighbor has a gas-powered generator that works off of natural gas that turns on automatically when the power goes out. So that's how I gauge when the power comes back on. When I can't hear his generator anymore, I know the power came back on. Now, should just choke it. It should just start. I hope. Point the exhaust away from the house. So it's going out that way away from the house. A lot of people run their generators in their garages or basements and they die from carbon monoxide poisoning. I wired mine to a box on the outside, and it's wired directly into the panel in the house. Now I gotta go throw the breaker for that. How much snow is this, you think? Like a foot? It's a foot, but in where the drifts are, you can see, you know. Let me go trip that breaker for the generator, because it's on a separate breaker, so I'll let that warm up with no load under it. Maybe Bryson can stay here and you can hear when I flip the breaker in the basement, you can hear that thing under a load, it'll switch and, yeah, you know. So, it seems he's flipped the breaker. Alright, so I've had to go in the house and unplug a whole bunch of stuff and turn off lights and TVs and things that were on when the power went out, because that thing was struggling. So when the power goes out, you don't really realize how much stuff you have running. However, we shut off all the unnecessary stuff. What we're trying to do is we're trying to keep the furnace running, the fridge running for the food. That was a big one. And basically the well pump so we have water. And the electric hot water heater. So the electric hot water heater has been off for a little while. That's probably what's really straining it. Once that heats up and it turns back off, you'll hear that thing power up more. So there is a few steps, you know. Unfortunately, I mean, it is a nice generator and it works great, but it's not, you know, my house is you know, there's like 5 rooms in here, 5 bedrooms, and then, you know, some other stuff. So it's not like, there's a lot of stuff to power. Plus when you have young boys with video games and computers, and usually all the electronics in their room is running, you got to go around and shut off all the unnecessary stuff. So that's where we're at. It seems to be that it is doing better though. I just don't know how long we're gonna be without power. We've already got over a foot of snow. So, and it's heavy and it's wet. So what that means is that the power lines are being taken out by heavy wet branches on trees blown down. The last time this happened, it wasn't even this bad, and we were without power for 4 days, and I drove 45 minutes away after the 4th day, I'm sorry, the 3rd day, to get gas. So my wife has just informed me she wants to move to Florida. The wood stove is going. Now, the only thing I do like to run is this fan, because it blows the air, circulates it throughout the house. So the fan is a necessity. And this wood stove will heat the whole house. Even the upstairs to a certain point won't be freezing cold. So the fan needs to stay on, and it, like I said, it takes air off the top or whatever and blows it right down the hallway and into the kitchen and upstairs and whatnot. The only thing I don't like about this wood stove is when you open the door, stuff falls out on this tray here. My old wood stove didn't have that. The door folded down like this, so anything that fell out, you throw a log in, you fold the door back up, and it threw the whatever fell out back in. This door opens this way, so they put this little tray here. The only thing of it is the old wood stove didn't have the glass, so you couldn't really see. So I got this wood stove because the town wouldn't give me a permit for my old one, and I needed it for homeowners insurance. Look at him. He thinks it's a mouse or something. It's a leaf. Leave it alone, let's go. How thick is this? He's really struggling. Ugh. Well, the wind's calmed down a little bit, but it seems like the snow has picked up a lot. Generator's a lot quiet because of the snow. Will insulate sound. Check the gas. I'm gonna try to plug my pickup truck in because the old 7.3 don't want to start, and I might have to go out later. It's not happy because it's on an extension cord going out to where my pickup is. Let's see here. Come on. Yeah, I'd say we're almost to 2 feet. These solar lights are the shiznit. Yeah. Well, we're up to my knees right here. There's a ban, travel ban on the roads. We haven't gotten called yet at all to help anyone out, which is fine with me. I'll help them out if I have to, but I'd rather not go out. There goes the plow truck. All right, we got lucky. It was supposed to snow for like another 4 hours last night after like 6 o'clock, but for some reason it stopped. You know, I don't know, science. So we didn't get called out to go help our friend, and that's okay with me. I don't need to go in. So today it is 11 o'clock. Now, I know you're saying, you're probably like, holy shit, Steve, 11 o'clock? What the hell's wrong with you? Are you lazy? Why don't you get... Here's the thing. I never actually really went to sleep because I had to keep putting gas in the generator every... I don't know. The thing will go for like 8 hours, so it like... I was just kept topping it off in the middle of the night because I was paranoid. I didn't want the kids and the wife to freeze. And then, on top of that, I had to keep feeding the wood stove because all the houses around us at like 4 in the morning, it was like a creepy, eerie feeling. There's no power on the whole street except for like the very end. Anyways, this is the stuff we deal with every year, at least once a year so far. But let's see if this skid steer will start, because I should have got some sunglasses. This, with the snow, is magnifying it. It's really bright. Now you can plug these in. This does have a block heater, but I needed the extension cord for something else, so I didn't plug it in, and it always usually starts. I cycle the glow plugs a couple times. It's basically you turn it, hold the key backwards till the orange light goes out, then you reset and do it again till the light goes out. So I don't know, the old timers used to tell me cycle the glow plugs a couple times. Don't just do like one time and then hit it. So we'll let that sit there with the heat on. I did put the heat on, and hopefully it'll thaw that ice on the windshield, and then we'll get going. All right, I don't know if you can hear it. I just put some more fuel conditioner in it. So normally I will put the fuel conditioner in that tank on the in the back of the truck, the transfer tank. But I'm thinking maybe I didn't put enough. So I don't have any of that 911 stuff with me, because normally I don't have this problem. You know, there's two types. There's the kind that's a fuel conditioner, then there's the if you're in trouble and it's already gelled up. I normally use Howes, and I've never had a problem. And like I said, it's running, it's just really cold. So I put some more Howes in there and in the machine itself, and it seems to be working. Okay, my wife just said it's 17 out. 17 feels like 2 is what it said. We'll let this sit for a while, and then we'll have to cycle the hydraulics, and they'll probably have the driveway shoveled before I even get that done.
He's got to grab off the top delicately because gravel driveway is just under there. If I'm not mistaken, my little brother wants to build an igloo. No.
The hydraulics are still cold. Even my old skid steer, my old machine, which was a twin to this one I had for 11 years, did the same thing every time it was freezing cold till the hydraulic fluid warmed up. The best way to warm it up, realistically, is to track the machine. Just because it cycles back faster than the cylinders go, you know, in, out, but the fluid on the tracks is just constant cycling. So my son and his girlfriend, my youngest son and his girlfriend, want to build a igloo or a fort, like a snow fort.
I'll shovel this stuff out away from the car.
can't see the cars driving by the edge of the driveway. It makes me nervous. Last thing I want to do is hit anybody. But I needed to get it warmed up enough to where it would start melting some of the stuff. All right, this is about as much as I plow my driveway because it is rocks, which creates a problem. Power company's driven by. Hopefully they'll turn the power back on, but you start spinning the tracks, and next thing you know, you're into the rocks, and it makes a mess. But I've been doing it for years, and the trick is, there's a rock wall right here, and it has a curve here where it curves, and I pile the snow in the curve. That way, when the snow melts, the rocks, there's a little pile of rocks there, and then I just push it back out. So when I collect the snow to make my son's snow fort, I will raise the bucket up a little bit and skim off the top so we don't grab the grass. Driveway's as done as I'm gonna do it. Then what I like to do after is I go get some rock salt and I sprinkle it on here, and it melts the whole driveway. I do it every year, it works out great. Normally I have the rock salt ahead of time, but there was like a run on the hardware store this year, so let's build the fort higher.
Hey, what are you doing?
What do you mean what I'm doing?
This is gonna take forever to melt. What are you doing?
I am cleaning off the lawn. How are you supposed to mow the lawn with all this friggin' snow on it? Your little brother has requested one giant pile.
Ah, I see.
I offered to make two. I was thinking you could have snowball fights back and forth, but I think he just wants to make one
big pile.
One big pile. So
yeah. He's having way too much fun with this. He's like a little kid. If I'm not mistaken, I think he just scooped up our ash bucket. When we take the ash out of the wood stove, we have an aluminum bucket, and we put it in the middle of the yard to cool down. And I think we might have forgotten it because I think I just saw the handle of it. Pretty sure it's in that pile now.
Alright, so we're gonna go over to one of my favorite neighbors' driveway. He lives directly next door to me. He's lived here since my road was actually a dirt road, and he's an older gentleman, and he's been one of the nicest neighbors to me over the years. Stuff's starting to freeze.
This is a beautiful piece of property. All this is going to be all, right now it's still kind of powdery. This is going to be all solid ice by tonight. Yeah, see, this is not the sticky stuff. You see, it just falls apart. This piece of property is wonderful. Nice long gravel road, away from the street. Smack dab in the middle of the woods. Oh, it's wonderful. It's got that cabin vibe to it. Love it. Oh, I'm so happy I got that on camera. Oh, I just did a split. Oh. I'm so happy I got that on camera. Oh my god. Oh, my left thigh, man. I just did a split. I was trying to keep up with the machine and then you stopped, so I tried to stop it. Oh, I'm in so much pain. I just did a full split. Oh, my legs. I was running with the
All
machine.
3 of them hurt, huh?
Yeah. I was trying to keep up with the machine and then you stopped and went into the embankment. So then I tried to stop and then I just did a split.
Yeah, the ground's freezing pretty good.
Oh, it's so bad. Yeah. Right there, you can see my skid mark. Where is it? Right there, right there. There's my skid mark. I tried to go right there. Look how slippery it is. Look at that. Look at that. Then I did a split.
Discovery Channel is your next cameraman.
Get me on National Geographic. You know, I'll
As
be
what, a bug? Look at them shades.
Yeah. It's the skiing goggles for
Well, I'm gonna clean up a little bit through here, guys. That's pretty much gonna be it for the snow. Probably gonna have to brush this guy off, get him an ice pack for his jewels.
I've never done a full split before. That was a first. I'm just laughing the pain away.
Yeah, laugh the pain away. All right, well, that concludes this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Bryson, you want to take us out of here?
Catch you on the next one.